Jerusalem, a city that echoes with the stories of thousands of years, a place where the past and present intersect like no other. For Israel, this city is more than just its capital. It's the heartbeat of a nation, a symbol of survival, faith, and cultural identity. But when you think of Jerusalem, do you envision a land of peace, or do you imagine a city in constant tension? The reality, like the city itself, is complex, layered, and steeped in history. Let's dive into this narrative, unraveling what Jerusalem really means in the context of Israel and its people. Jerusalem is sacred ground for three major religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. It's a city where the Western Wall, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and the Al-Aqsa Mosque stand almost side by side, reflecting the deep religious significance that has drawn pilgrims for centuries. But this shared sanctity has also fueled one of the most intense and persistent conflicts in modern history. The question of who truly owns Jerusalem has been at the center of geopolitical strife for decades, making it a city where faith meets friction. For Israelis, Jerusalem is more than just their capital. It's a spiritual and historical anchor. The Jewish connection to Jerusalem dates back over 3,000 years, with King David establishing it as the capital of the Kingdom of Israel. For Jews worldwide, the city represents a symbol of hope, faith, and an unbroken connection to their ancestral homeland. This deep bond is enshrined in the national consciousness, so much so that "next year in Jerusalem" is a phrase recited annually during Passover, expressing the collective longing for the holy city. However, the significance of Jerusalem isn't confined to one religion or one narrative. For Christians, it's the land where Jesus walked, preached, was crucified, and resurrected. For Muslims, it's home to the Al-Aqsa Mosque, Islam's third holiest site. These overlapping claims to sacred spaces have led to a city where religion and politics are inseparable, and where peace is as elusive as it is essential. Walking through Jerusalem's old city is like stepping into a living museum. Each quarter, Jewish, Christian, Muslim, and Armenian, carries its unique atmosphere, yet they're all intertwined by history. The city's winding alleys tell stories in every stone, from the ancient city of David to the golden dome of the rock glistening against the skyline. It's a place where every turn reveals a piece of history, yet it's also where you can feel the weight of competing narratives pressing against each other. Since Israel declared Jerusalem its capital in 1950, the city has been at the heart of political debate. While Israel views it as its undivided capital, this is not universally recognized. The United Nations and many countries see East Jerusalem, captured by Israel during the 1967 Six-Day War, as occupied territory, with Palestinians claiming it as the capital of a future state. This dispute has led to international tension, endless negotiations, and a conflict that shows no signs of an easy resolution. Yet, despite the political storms that often swirl around it, Jerusalem remains a vibrant, thriving city. It's a hub of culture, innovation, and life. Israeli society in Jerusalem is diverse. Ultra-Orthodox Jews, secular Jews, Arabs, and international communities coexist within a city that feels both ancient and modern. This blend of cultures and lifestyles makes Jerusalem a unique, if sometimes volatile, place where traditions are fiercely preserved, yet modernity pulses through its streets. But the city is not just about conflict and religion. Jerusalem is alive with art, music, and a culinary scene that blends flavors from across the Middle East and beyond. The Mahani Yehuda Market, for example, is a bustling microcosm of Jerusalem's diversity, where you can sample everything from traditional Middle Eastern dishes to gourmet pastries. This mix of old and new, traditional and contemporary, is what gives the city its unique character. The tension in Jerusalem is palpable at times, but so is the sense of resilience. Whether it's during religious holidays when the city swells with visitors, or during quieter times, when locals go about their daily routines, there's an undeniable spirit that defines Jerusalem. It's a city that has been destroyed and rebuilt, conquered and liberated, yet it remains steadfast, a testament to the endurance of those who call it home. The question of Jerusalem's future remains one of the most challenging issues in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Can a city so central to the identities of multiple peoples be shared? Can peace be achieved without compromising the spiritual and political claims tied to this ancient land? The answers are far from simple, but what's clear is that Jerusalem's fate is deeply tied to the future of the entire region. In recent years, the international community has witnessed significant shifts regarding Jerusalem's status. The U.S. recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital in 2017 sparked controversy, highlighting how even the smallest changes related to the city resonate far beyond its borders. For Israelis, this move was seen as an affirmation of their historical and political claims, while for Palestinians, it was a blow to their aspirations for statehood. The different perspectives continue to fuel a city caught between dreams of peace and the realities of division. But amidst the political drama, life in Jerusalem goes on. Children play in the parks, people gather in cafes, and religious rituals continue as they have for centuries. It's this juxtaposition of the ordinary with extraordinary, the sacred with the everyday, that makes Jerusalem so compelling. It's a city that constantly evolves, yet always seems to stay rooted in its past. Ultimately, Jerusalem is more than just a point on a map. It's a symbol, a microcosm of the broader Israeli-Palestinian conflict, but also a symbol of coexistence, resilience, and faith. The city's history is still being written, shaped by those who live within its walls and those who view it from afar. Whether you see Jerusalem as a city of hope, a land of conflict, or a place of divine connection, one thing is certain: its significance will endure as long as the stories that define it continue to be told. So, is Jerusalem simply a city, or is it something more? For those who walk its streets, the answer is as layered as the history embedded in every stone, a narrative of conflict and coexistence, struggle and survival, but above all, a testament to the enduring human spirit.